Legends don't just leave, they create an everlasting impact. Today, we gather to mourn one of the greatest voices in sports broadcasting, Greg Gumbel, a man who not only narrated the game, but became its heartbeat. But what led to his passing? And why are icons like Russell Wilson, Julian Edelman, and even Snoop Dogg sharing their grief so publicly? Stick with me as we unravel the legacy of a man who defined generations of sports. But first, have you ever thought about the voice behind your favorite NFL moments? The voice that gave them life, color, and emotion? Well, Greg was that voice. And hey, if you've ever tried explaining an NFL rule to someone who doesn't follow football, you'll know commentary is an art form. Greg Gumbel, he was the Michelangelo of it. Getting the story out of Greg Gumbel has been as exhausting as trying to build a 500-page book about baseball. Let's take a journey through the incredible life of Greg Gumbel. His voice wasn't just heard, it was felt. With over 50 years of dedication to sports broadcasting, Greg became the voice of the NFL's most memorable moments. His tenure at CBS wasn't just a job, it was a masterpiece in storytelling. From covering Super Bowls to sharing intimate narratives about players, Greg redefined what it meant to be a broadcaster. And let's be honest, some of those games were snooze fests until Greg worked his magic. If he could make a 0-0 game exciting, imagine what he did for the blockbusters. What was it about Greg that earned him not just respect, but deep admiration from players and fans alike? Let's dig deeper. When the news broke on December 27th, the NFL world stood still. Julian Edelman, always quick with words on and off the field, took to Instagram to honor Greg, calling him one of the all-time greats. His caption, RIP, carried the weight of generations of Patriots fans who grew up with Greg's voice defining their team's iconic moments. And then there was Russell Wilson, the Steelers quarterback, always poised under pressure, couldn't hold back his gratitude. On Instagram, Wilson shared a touching message. Thanks for always covering me and many others. You are always a positive light. Legends live on forever. Isn't it incredible how one man's voice could leave such a lasting impression on even the game's biggest stars? Now you might be thinking, when was the last time a broadcaster got this kind of love? Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen often, unless, of course, your name is Greg Gumbel. But this wave of tributes wasn't just limited to players. Even the world of hip-hop found a way to honor Greg. And one name stood out. Snoop Dogg, yes, the rapper who once stole the halftime show spotlight, took a moment to pay his respects. Now, Snoop isn't exactly known for sentimental posts, but this time he shared an emotional reel on Instagram. The clip showcased Greg in his element. Calm, composed, and absolutely legendary. No caption, no emojis, just raw emotion. And honestly, that silence spoke volumes. Think about it. How often do we witness someone bridging the gap between NFL fandom and pop culture? Greg wasn't just a commentator, he was a connector. But here's the question no one's asking. What lessons can we learn from the life and legacy of Greg Gumbel, and how do we ensure his contributions are never forgotten? Greg Gumbel's passing is more than a loss. It's a reminder of the power of storytelling. He taught us that every game has a story, every player a narrative, and every moment an emotion worth capturing. His legacy isn't just in the games he called, it's in the memories he created for millions. And hey, if you're still watching, maybe Greg Gumbel's storytelling magic rubbed off on me, or maybe it's just that good old NFL drama pulling you in. If you love this video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Love you, gang.